And here's some photographs.
Oh, great. These are your travels.
This is Bondi Beach.
Oh, you guys look so happy.
Yeah. Oh, it was wonderful.
And there you are.
And that's us not long after we arrived, suffering from jet lag. Oh, we had some lovely times, yeah.
It looks like he's having a laugh here.
Yes. He did laugh a lot.
Doreen and her husband Andrew have been together for almost 50 years. The pair met while working in retail and settled in Port Glasgow. Andrew had worked in management roles. He was well known for his attention to detail. But a few years ago, Doreen noticed subtle changes in his behaviour.
Forgetting where you put something, forgetting words. And one year, it was at Christmas time, and I got him to do the potatoes. Will you peel the potatoes? He took the potato in his hand and he looked at it and he said, "What do I do with it? I've never seen this before." It's hard when you see someone changing. Andrew would shout. He would swear, which he never did before, because he didn't know what was happening.
Struggling to cope, Doreen contacted their GP.
The doctor started doing tests every 6 months. But each test, the answers got worse and worse until finally in 2017, he went for a scan and that confirmed he had Alzheimer's.
As the years went on, was it a gradual decline?
I would say no, because lockdown started and that really did escalate Andrew's condition. We actually became prisoners in our own house. He would walk from the front door to the back door constantly, just wanting out. We could go out in the garden, but then I had to be careful because he would have been out the back gate and off, as he was one day, and we found him in slippers, no jacket on, in the middle of the road. I wanted him to be safe and I wanted him to be well.
Andrew, an RAF veteran, was given a place in an Erskine care home.
To know he was going out the door for the last time. It was very hard. And to come back in to that chair being empty, the house quiet, closing the wardrobe never to be used again.
It must have felt so final.
Yes. I think I hid for about 3 months, not wanting to speak to anybody. I was absolutely saturated with guilt.
But Andrew's settled now, and Doreen takes comfort in knowing that he's getting the specialist care that he needs.
Andrew's now laughing, he's smiling, he's got company. I mean, I know Andrew will not remember when I leave that I've even been there. But that's okay, I know. I have had a wonderful life where we had fun and laughed a lot and just were together. He was my soulmate, he still is.
Margaret from Glasgow has been living with a rare form of dementia for 7 years.
What were the alarm bells that made you first go to the doctor?
I was forgetting lots of things I wouldn't normally have forgotten. If I was away with friends or either of my sisters, I was always a well-organised person, and sometimes I would forget either makeup stuffs or clothing items and things. That was really alarming. So that really forced me to go to my GP.
You're so young, you're not even 58 yet, and you were diagnosed when you were 51. That in itself must have stopped you in your tracks.
It certainly did. After diagnosis, it maybe took me about 6 months to get my head round I thought having a diagnosis of dementia, my life was over.
And you worked in the NHS before the diagnosis forced you to stop work?
I was an administrator. What I was actually told was if I had another kind of disease, they might have kept me on at a lower level, but because it was neurological, you know, it was just cheerio.
But Margaret slowly adjusted to her new life. She's an active member of Alzheimer Scotland's Dementia Working Group, which fights for better awareness and support.
Has that helped give you a different purpose?
When I stopped work, I just thought I wasn't worth anything anymore. But that certainly gave me back, I suppose, self-worth.
Margaret, who lives with her sisters and her elderly mother, tries to make the most of life.
I would say it's more my memory that's affected than anything else. But I keep trying to do things to keep it sharp, either brain games or if there's any quizzes on TV, I like to see how many questions I get right.
Do you worry about the future?
Not overly. I'm thankful I still know everybody. There's no point in sitting wallowing in misery because it doesn't have to be like that. I don't know how much older I'll get, but every day's a bonus.